Hi, it's me again, and it's been going a few years, and it's not going away anytime soon, is it? This is the story that will not go away, and somebody, the government or the BBC, need to step up, get this one dealt with. It's just going round and around and around and around, isn't it? Look, calls for free TV licence for all state pensioners. So there was another petition, because they work really well, petitions, obviously. And he got 10,000 signatures. So at 10,000 signatures, you'll get a response, which will be a copy and paste, because this isn't the first time this kind of petition's gone round. At 100,000 signatures, this petition will be considered for debate in the Houses of Parliament. They don't have to do it. There has been a petition, not one TV licence petition in particular. There's loads every year, isn't there? But there was one that did get discussed in the back room of Parliament. I've done a few videos on it. Have a look on the channel. It was an embarrassment. All they did was defend the BBC for a while and just basically said, yeah, pay your TV licence fee. Let's have a look at this one, because it's a thing that was, like the free TV licence for the over 75s was a blanket thing. And that's the way it should be, right? These people, if you're over 75, you've lived in this country, presumably this country, you could be from elsewhere, for 75 years. Quite the mathematician, as you can tell. So let's say you got your first property at 25. That's 50 years of paying the TV licence fee, of supporting it when there was nothing else to watch, when the BBC was good. Now, you reach your golden years, you've got to keep paying us. There's no reward, no thanks for the 50 years of TV licence fees, sir or madam. No, keep paying us. It's taking the piss. Let's go through this and we'll talk about this free TV licence fee thing. Thousands of people have backed an online petition demanding the UK government provide free TV licence funding for all state pensioners. Under current law, only those aged over 75 receiving pension credit can bag the annual saving. Yeah, my mum gets it. She's got pension credit. We're not a rich family, you know what I mean? She gets the free TV licence now and can watch anything she wants. But before that, you know, when she was in her early 70s and I persuaded her to not pay it anymore, she was in full panic mode. She couldn't sleep at night worrying about people knocking on her door and detective vans and that. And this is me, remember? This is what I do. And she was still so worried about it. And that's how they sell so many licenses, through fear. It's not through quality of the product that you get for paying the licence. No, it's through fear. But I've got some stats here which I thought were interesting, because it does show the situation, how it got this way. Look. So in the 2017 Conservative Party manifesto, they pledged to keep free TV licences for people over the age of 75 for the duration of their parliament, which would be until 2022. That was the Boris Johnson part. Boris Johnson not following through on a promise. Quelle fucking surprise! Anyway, carry on. The 2015 deal. So the responsibility passes to the BBC. In 2015, the government struck a deal whereby from 2020, the BBC would take over funding responsibilities for the over 75. How do you think that'll go? Well, we know how it went, don't we? In June 2019, after a public consultation, the BBC announced that from the 1st of June 2020, the free TV licence would only be available to those over 75 who also receive pension credit. During the 2019 campaign, Boris Johnson publicly complained, urging the BBC to cough up and to continue funding the free licences for all over 75s. He referenced the original settlement as conditional, though the BBC disputed the claim. So, it's a whole political mess. Now, the BBC exists by royal charter, and that is enforced by the British government, who collect the licence fees and pass it to the BBC. They could come down on the BBC like a ton of bricks. They defend the BBC because the BBC defend them. That's basically scratching each other's backs, isn't it? It's a big boys' club. It's a big old club, and we ain't in it, as George Carlin said. They could make the BBC do it. They could. The Royal Charter for the BBC is up for renewal in 2027. It could be written in there that all over 75s get. Will it be? Of course it fucking won't be. Of course it won't be. So the British government let you down again. Surprise, surprise. The BBC has let everyone down again. Surprise, surprise. And we end up in this situation where we have people who have paid the TV licence fee for 50, 60 years, whatever, still having to pay it. even though they're the ones, these people over 75s are more likely to watch broadcast TV than switch to streaming and stuff like that. They've paid it all the years. Give them a break. Jesus. Now, the petition organiser, Mikhail Thompson, argues that many pensioners live on the breadline with only the TV for company. Yes, I know a few. He added, with the cost of food soaring and utility bills ever higher, don't talk to me about that, we feel there is a desperate need to provide all pensioners with at least this concession. Could not agree more. But I don't believe the petition's going to do it. I just don't. The Fund Free TV Licences for All Pensioners campaign has been published on the UK Government Petitions Parliament platform. Should it has reached 10,000, it would warrant an official response. Yeah, I've already said all that bit, haven't I? Last year, the Secretary of State announced that a 2.9% TV licence price hike, taking effect from April 1st, 25, yep. That happened, aligned with CPI inflation. The official TV licensing site confirms this represented an increase slightly more than 1p daily. I don't want to pay, well, I don't pay anything daily. I mean, how is this still a situation in 2020? I mean, it's 2025, the year of our Lord, 2025, and we're still taxing people in what apparently, or used to be, a first world country to watch television. Whereas everything other than the BBC, there's adverts all over it. That's how you're paying to watch it. Or you want to watch Netflix, you physically pay to watch it through choice. You don't have to. I don't have it. I don't have Netflix, don't have Amazon Prime. I've got Disney Plus, not Disney Plus, Discovery Plus, because I like my car shows. That's it. That's the only thing that I pay for. Everything else I just watch on YouTube or for free on the free streaming stuff. It's 2025. You are still taxing people £174.50 a year in order to watch television. It's just the most old-fashioned, draconian thing. I know we're full of all these weird old fucking laws and traditions in this country. Not all of them need kept. Some do. Some we need to bring back. Hanging, for instance. But things like the TV licence fee, I think it's fair to say it's had its day. Let's let the BBC show ads or charge a fee directly through choice to watch it. Don't you? Don't you think it's time? It's time we did that. It's not going to happen though, is it? It's not going to. I don't even know why I waste my time, because it's not going to happen, is it? This article just goes on to say who can get it if you're on pension credit. If you're blind, you can have half off. Even though you can't see your telly, you can have half off. What a mess. What an absolute... It just beggars belief, doesn't it? I mean, I speak to a few foreigners. We have Americans at work and things. And, you know, I do travel about a bit, and you talk to people, don't you? And there are other countries in the world that have a television licence. It's not just us. I'm not singling us out. But when you speak to somebody from a country who doesn't have one, specifically like Americans and stuff, they just think it's the craziest, weirdest, old-fashioned, stupid thing they've ever heard of. And they're right. It is. And how we're still putting up with it is amazing. All right, the numbers of people cancelling are growing year on year. And there will become a tipping point where you can't avoid paying it, or they just wipe it off. That's why I'm pushing. We need to get to that tipping point, and then the public can decide, hopefully. Can't they? I don't know. Let me know what you think of this down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. While you're down there, leaving your comment, hit all the buttons and everything as well, because if you do all that, hopefully I'll get to see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da.